You know, over the years, many dedicated individuals have shaped Variety into a major nonprofit here in the state of Iowa. And one of the most extraordinary among them was Rosalie Gallagher, who unfortunately lost her battle with cancer this past summer. Now, a true force in nature in fundraising, Rosalie joined Variety in 1996, inspired by the passion she saw in others for helping children in need. Now, her dedication for the cause was boundless. Through her personal fundraising, she became Variety's top VIP fundraiser, raising over $3.3 million for Iowa's children. But there's more to Rosalie's story, and more is the impact she had on the ladies that are standing here right now. We have the panel 18 ladies with us, or is it the ladies panel? We have Amy Kimberly here. What is the name of the group of ladies that we have raising money?
It is the VIP panel 18, but we do go by the ladies panel.
The ladies panel, and this is a very impressive group. We do have Amy Kimberly here along with Lisa Howard and Suzanne Reynolds Arnold, who's been here since the beginning. Her picture is on the logo. Yeah. Also, you can see the shy one in the group here is Wicker Van Orsdale and Susan Hewen. But what are some of the things that stand out the most about Rosalie that you want to share with everybody?
Well, she was always a great mentor to all of us. She brought all of us into this group knowing that we care as much about kids as she does. Her whole mantra was always, we're raising money for kids, we're not raising money for ourselves. So there should be no reason why people should say no.
And she was very, very good at that, wasn't she?
She was adamant about your participation. You were not allowed to not participate. It was mandatory, basically.
Once she brought you in.
Once she brought you in, you were on the line to produce, and she would call you relentlessly. She was a relentless booger on the phone. And she would call, and I'd say, you know, if you call me one more time, Rosalie, I'm going to come over there and pound you. And she would say, all right, you make sure you make that money. And she was just relentless.
And she did that for, 27 years. Susan, how did Rosalie get you involved?
I was involved, I think, when she was entertaining Variety International.
Okay.
And I was a neighbor, and Kathleen was babysitting for my young son at the time. And she had this beautiful party for people coming in from International. So that was my first step in the door. And the passion just poured out of Rosalie.
Always.
Always.
Lisa, the stories are like that. You mentioned Rosalie's daughter was babysitting here. How did Rosalie get you into the
We've
organization?
been friends a long time and started having dinners together, and she just invited me and said, you can't say no to Rosalie. But what I loved about her the most, you know, she and Susie McBroom were like Lucille Ball and Ethel. They're always dressed up in some costume, you know, entertaining everybody. That's probably my favorite thing to say. But she always had a party every year to bring us all together, to get us all hyped up, have all the guys, the panel that could never defeat us, come in and host and wait on us. That was her way to get us all together, get us all revved up and get it started. That was fun.
Boy, was she competitive.
And Suzanne, you were talking about being competitive with the guys panel, because there was a men's panel and a ladies panel. And the ladies, you have a pretty good track record, don't you?
Yeah, they never beat us.
Yeah,
they certainly tried, but they never did.
Well, we made them try harder. That's what we were good at, is making them try harder. Of course, they never tried quite as hard as Rosalie. They didn't have her kicking their butt every day.
Yeah, the ladies panel, we understand, just shy of $8 million. Is that correct?
That's right.
Yeah, and some of the things, and when you first came onto the ladies panel, of course, we mentioned, and those people that are familiar with Variety know Suzanne's history and the family history, but she had a very special thing that she told you she wanted you to do, which you are now finally doing.
I'm finally doing it.
Explain what this is. Look at
This
outfit she
lovely
has on.
vest, which I told her I would never wear. So I took over my mother's spot on panel 18, and when Rosalie asked me, I said, yes, Rosalie, I will do it.
but I'm not wearing one of those horrible vests. They're ugly, and I won't do it. And she's like, you will wear one of those vests, and you will like it, and you will raise a lot of money, and if you don't, Susan, and then,
Okay, Suzette, how many times have you worn this vest?
this is the first time.
This is the first
maiden
time.
voyage, and I will say it was probably the last. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, but it looks good on you.
Thank you very much.
No, but it makes a statement. It's loud, and that's what we
You
want.
can't miss 'em.
We want people to be loud about variety,
Bling,
don't we, Wicker?
bling.
Yeah. Yeah, and why do you continue in the efforts here with Variety of the Children's Charity?
Well, we
yourself?
want to keep the legacy moving forward. All the wonderful things that Rosalie did, all the wonderful things that other members in Variety have done. We want to keep it going and do great things for our community and the children of Iowa.
We're in year 51 of Variety of the Children's Charity. Rosalie was involved for 27 years. How are you going to help continue the legacy of Rosalie?
Well, that's what I've been thinking about because we have a really, really big legacy to uphold of Rosalie and Stan and Jody and everyone else we've lost over the last few years. So it's up to us and all of us that are younger that Rosalie brought us onto this team. So I was thinking about this. It's like, I've got another good 20 years or more of raising money, and my mom was also on the very first panel. So, and Rosalie brought me on right around the time my mom passed away. So now I've got to keep that up for both of them.
Well, and you're standing in front of Rosalie's tree, too. You can see the hat on top of the tree. That's got to be special for you as well.
Yeah, so when she passed, I knew that I wanted to do a tree for her, just like I did for Jody when she passed.
Right.
And I don't know what it is, but these trees come into my head, and I know how I want to design it. But I also knew how Rosalie hopefully would want me to design it. So, and I think we did a good job.
It looks very, very nice. Well done.
Thank you. And we even have the presents from Rosalie's actual wrapping paper.
Oh, see that? So this is authentic. This is really cool. What is your favorite memory of Rosalie?
Well, when Rosalie comes in my showroom, because I sell plumbing and lighting, and she would enter the door and she's like, "Hey, May, hey, May." It's like you always knew that she was there, and she trusted me with her customers, which was amazing. And a lot of her customers are also Variety people. So it's been a really, really fun, good 10, 15 years of really getting to know her a lot better.
That is awesome. Let's go back over to Susan here. Susan, your favorite memory?
Oh, I have so many, but we were at Variety International. I think we were in Vegas at the time. And Rosalie's a night person. She's a night owl. I'm not so much. But Rosalie never missed a morning meeting. We were such good roommates because I would go in early, then I would get up and go work out, shower, and get ready for the meetings. And she was always there before I was. But my favorite evening was we had a black tie the night before. And she had on this beautiful dress with these ostrich feathers. And when I left to go work out that morning, we followed the ostrich feathers all the way through. But she didn't miss the meeting.
Lisa.
She was a dancing queen.
Oh, I would imagine. Lisa, your favorite memory?
I don't have one favorite. It's just when you're tired, you don't feel like doing it, you're busy with work. Rosie always brought you in. And just hearing her talk about the children, how important it is, that would really get you going. And she was just so powerful about that. And like I said, I loved her parties because she tried to be real strong and stoic, but she'd be a puddle of water, right? She was always a puddle of water. And then she had everybody else crying.
Rosalie has a contagious spirit for an enthusiasm for all things variety, and for the kids of Iowa. She's just an amazing, she is and was an amazing person, and I miss her furiously.
Thank all you ladies for your fundraising, and we hope many more years to come.